spent 3 nights hanging this stuff.
You got
Crispin saw her at this. Yeah. Pissed. Just fit 10 seconds.
I might be back.
Sure. The first thing I'd like to read is from the introduction, where I explain how I got involved in comics and why I wrote this book. Like many of my contemporaries, I tuned in, dropped out, and dove headfirst into the maelstrom that was America in the 60s, of underground comics, which began in February 1968 when Robert Crumb sold Zap Comics #1 on Haight Street, and examined ways that comics, a colloquial, unceremonious medium, could be used to express cosmic truths and mystical insights. Inevitably, I handled it like a complete fool. Now, the word count on this book is about 100,000 words, so I'm not going to read it all tonight. But I encourage you to buy one and take it home. You should let the younger generation take over this, you know? You're old. Let them write about comics. So that made me angry. That's when I determined to bring the book out again.
very good.
So I've been working on this particular version for 30 years, but it's really the last 4 or 5 years that I've been most working. Special book thing.
Find yourself to yourself. Neutral.
What is your name?
Jane Gaynor.
You too. Next time I talk to some of those guys, I'll see if they remember you.
I'm sure they don't. Say skinny girl did that and that was basically all her main stuff.
Thank you. She's going to be here. She brings his name up when you have arguments. I shouldn't have carried Mark Bayer.
The 60s comics were just the most freedom that we'd ever seen up to that time after all of the suppression and repression of the 60s. And when they came out with these comics, they mostly had things to do with sex, drugs, and politics. It was just amazing, you know. I mean, and the artists were just marvelous, and they didn't ramble, they didn't dissertate on what they were doing. They had one message on it, and it was all humorous to them. Nobody took it that serious.
Dennis's graphics is also beautifully framed. It kind of makes us look like a den or something, you know? It's like a gentleman's glove.
Yeah. Burger.
Yeah, product.
People are going to look back on this time and go, that was the 60s, from the 60s to the 00s, whatever they call them, the double odds. So, yeah. I'm glad to be here in Portland at this time. We live in a real great country and a wonderful world.
Okay.
I'm taking it all the way.
I was around for a lot of this, and it's great to visit it again. It's a whole area that a lot of modern comics fandom seems to overlook or just never heard about. So it's great to have something to show people what was going on there, because they're not going to find it in the Overstreet price guide. I've
What a way to start the day.
talked about
Hey,
this.
Crispin, would you turn the tape on again?